Hello, it's Dr. John Pendleton and Dr. Jane Pendleton, and we're going to be replacing some fans in the bathroom. Now, our particular lights in the bathroom are this. And they're on the switch. Here, you can hear the fan. Doesn't sound too bad over here. And you can switch on and off the switch. And they're basically plugged in. So I'm going to take off the cover and show you how to take this apart. Each fan is a little bit different. A lot of these fans though plug in. So the lights plug in and the fans plug in. And this particular one has a light and a fan. Some of the fans have a heater. Different fans draw different power. So you have to check your circuit to make sure that your circuit can support the amount of power that your fan draws. This is basically a light and a fan. It doesn't produce any heat or anything other than what comes off of the light. So this comes off. You have to take your light out of this particular fan. You want to make sure that you don't stick your finger in the hole where the light is. Other than that, you're okay. And as long as the switches are off down here, it shouldn't be a problem. I have a little tester as far as the power goes, and there's no power to this right now. So, and the power, if you look here, is in the switch. So if I turn them on, there'll be power. Yeah.
Wrong one.
Yeah, there'll be power. I'll have to show you where that's the plug-ins are there. But there's power up there and you can hear it. And the little tester shows you that the power's down there. Basically, you take off a little wing nut here. Periodically, these have to be taken apart and cleaned. And that might be all the problem that you have. You just have to clean it.
That's most likely the bearings when the fan goes out, correct? So you have to get a whole new motor and fan for the bearings, correct?
Yes.
So there's no reason to replace and pay $70, $80 for a whole new fan when you can get just a new motor to fit it through the company.
Yes, and they're easy to fix. I mean, as far as that goes, they're simply plugged in. If you notice, that plugs in and it comes apart like that.
That was dusty.
And it's very dusty.
Okay, so here's the cover piece here. Okay, it's just a wing nut that held this fan piece here on. You can see it just plugs in, so see you can replace just this part right here. I'm going to show you what this here's the light.
Now, right here is where the screw is, and there's one screw that holds this whole assembly on. And your particular fan may be a little bit different. Let me take the camera just a minute. You can look at it and see where the screws are. The screw that holds it up there is right there. Okay, there's only one screw. This ladder particularly isn't high enough to clean, but it will be high enough to get me to get this fan out.
Here, you want the other ladder? We have another ladder.
I know it's in the other bathroom. We're changing both of them.
Oh, okay.
And you can see that just slips right out. Now it's pretty dirty. And I'm just going to clean it. So it's pretty dirty up there. I'm going to go ahead and just wipe that out with a cloth and clean that. And then I'll put it back up the same way I took it off with a new fan. Okay, I got the different parts here and I've kind of washed them and cleaned them off. And I'm going to get the one in the other bathroom cleaned the same way. Okay, this ladder is really the height that you need to get up where you need to clean. And that's where we need to clean. So we're going to check the power. The power's here. Power's off up there right now. And I'm going to take a rag and be very careful as you clean. But I'm going to clean that out because it's pretty dusty. And then clean the other pieces here that we've taken apart. And they just need to be dusted just a little bit. Okay, this particular fan, you have this unit, and it has a light. In order to change the light, this is not porcelain, it's but you can get replacements for this. They just clip out. So if you these little clip here, this clip clips, and this thing pops right out. So you see that clip there? You just push that right out, and that piece here will come right out. And then if need be, if you have to, you can replace the light. You don't want to put too big a bulb in here because it heats up and can heat up and melt stuff. So this is all plastic, and it can melt stuff. So use the maximum bulb or less in your light, and save yourself from plastic or fire because of that. But you can also replace this. The fan that we talked about is attached by 2 little bolts, so you just need 2 little bolts, and we're going to go get a replacement fan right now. Okay, we're at Menards, and here's the replacement fan, and I'll show you how that works out. Okay, here's the fan. So I've got the fan here attached. I've got to tighten it up just a little bit, and then put the blade on it. And this is the blade. Okay. Put the blade on, and I'm going to tighten down the bolts, and that'll be it. Then I'll change the other one and then put it back together. The fan itself just slips right on, and you just push it in and you hold it, and then the other parts have to be tightened, and I'm going to tighten them, and then we'll be ready to put it back in. Get it down. You can use a screwdriver if you want to, and I just use this. Okay. So what had happened is one of the screws broke when I was tightening it. So I had to take off another screw off of the old motor. And you might keep the parts. You can always take parts off of the old motors and put them on the new. And right now I'm cutting the excess off of this. And that's going to allow that to sit tight up in there. And it will allow this, when I screw the other part to it, to come up tight to it. There you go. Okay, we're going to install the fan. So you push the fan on. I'll give you something flat to sit upon. And I got to trim that up so that it'll sit flat. Okay, here's a vent and light, and we've changed the motor on it, and we've put the light back together. Light works, fan works fine. Don't be afraid of trying this. It's really easy to change it, and there's directions in the package. Save you a lot of money. So here's the fan. It's lighting, and it works, and it's much quieter than it was. This is Dr. John Pendleton and Dr. Janie Pendleton. Thanks for coming along. Don't be afraid of changing your fans on your exit exhaust for your house. They're really easy to do. They're not hard, and it'll save you a lot of money. Enjoy.